Good evening, ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
we'll
and
do
welcome. You gotta do a countdown and let me know when we go live.
We'll go,
Okay.
we'll go 10, 9, and then when I get to 1, we'll go live. All right, you
All
ready?
right, sounds great. Yeah.
9, 8,
I'll just pick the
7,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Three, two, one,
Hey.
go. All right, we're live, Tori. How good is
G'day,
that?
Finn. Not just live, we're live. We're live on
Are we?
YouTube.
What does that mean?
We're live on Rumble, and for the
What's
first
that?
time ever, we're live on X. G'day,
I don't know what that is.
X
like
Filers. It's the artist formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, like yay. 3, 2, 1, boom. Humanimal in the
Oh,
house.
you Manimal.
Good on you,
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas. Yeah, Merry
festive-
Christmas to everyone.
Merry festive season, because not everyone does Christmas, do they? But it is a
Then don't
festive
celebrate the
time of
holiday.
the year.
Is it?
It is a festive time of the year.
Yeah.
I'm festive. I've had a fabulous
Oh, yeah?
Christmas and Boxing Day. Yeah. Yeah, in 24 hours,
Finn
I
has
helped
been
feed
shorn.
53 people. Like we had
What do you mean
30 people
shorn?
on Christmas Day and
Holy.
23 at a Boxing Day thing yesterday. 53 mouths to feed.
Fuck,
Fun
that would have been a lot
time.
of seafood, Tori.
There was a lot of everything. We did traditional Christmas as well. It was great.
So
And
we were
prawns is
discussing
an
this
entree.
the other day between me and my friends. If you
Yeah.
don't have prawns on Christmas, you get evicted from the country. Is that
I think
correct?
you die. Actually, I don't think you
Yeah.
get evicted. You just
They kick
drop
you
dead
out.
on
Like
the
it,
spot. You just cark it.
yeah, you can't not have prawns on Christmas Day. Like that's part of it. That's
It
part
is
of it.
part of it. I agree.
Yeah.
Humanimal reckons you've lost a bit of facial hair there, Finn.
I did shave for my new job, which is mandatory now. So this is probably the last time you will see me with a beard because I will have to be shaving every day next year, which is going to be gay as AIDS.
You've got to shave for a job?
Well, we work with radioactive rocks, so you can't have
Right.
facial hair for
You
that.
can't have, because it'll catch little radioactive specks.
Well, you're meant to wear a mask, and so I could keep the mo. I could do those
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
But the rest has got to go so the mask fits over. But
Right.
yeah. And fun fact for everyone watching, I look very fat without my beard, which I found out, and now I've gone on a diet just to lose some weight because my beard is covering my fat neck, which you can kind of see. But it's very noticeable without.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to grow a beard too to cover my chins.
Well, I wasn't growing the beard for that exclusive
No, but I'm
purpose,
thinking
but
I might.
when I shaved, I was like, "Oh wow, your face has gotten fat." So that was a bit of a rude shock.
No, but Humanimal's loving the dimples. So it's good to have you, Humanimal. Hopefully we'll get a few more people rolling in. And if anyone does join us on X, please comment because we're incredibly excited that your comments are going to show up in StreamYard, which will be wicked. Rumble, we don't
forget the Rumblers. They love commenting. Remember, everyone on Rumble, you are idiots because you don't know how to type on a keyboard and get comments.
No one comments on Rumble. Like it'll be a Christmas miracle if someone on Rumble comments. I'll lose it if we get a Rumble comment.
We've been on Rumble for a month, and we're already getting the same viewers on Rumble as we are getting on YouTube.
We get the views, we just don't get the interaction, and it's not quite the same, you know.
It doesn't.
So
make any sense.
Any X-Filers watching,
Yeah.
please say g'day because we would love to know that at least on X, people are brave enough to speak.
Will they comment, Tori? That is the question. We will find out.
We will find out.
I doubt it.
We will find out. But are we going to kick off the show? What do you reckon, Finn? We've got quite a few
do you want to
stories
go first or me?
Yeah, I don't mind going first at
Let's
all.
hear it.
I just had to pull my camera closer because my laptop closer because I thought I'd be able to do it from afar, but I can't.
Mm.
Do you have a lot of drinks over the festive season?
Did I have a lot of drinks? Is the Pope a known pedophile, Tori?
Whoa. I like saying does the Pope wear a beanie? Because
I don't
it's
think
been
the Pope wears a beanie.
no,
I
no,
think the
but
Pope's never worn a beanie in his life.
he wears a little skull cap thing. A little, hat thing.
I wouldn't call it a skull.
No, it's not. Look,
Do
he
you know
wears
who
a
the
thing.
Pope is? Do you
Yeah,
know who the Pope? I do.
I renounced Catholicism when I was 12. Can you check up my story? They've calculated how much Santa drinks in the UK on Christmas Eve.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There must be at least 2.
So all you people, I don't like it when we're down there because you block this stuff. I know you love it.
Yeah,
but
it's good. Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
way
frustrating
better.
as hell. But anyway, they've
Look at that
calculated.
one.
This is just for Europe, right? So all of you people watching who think you're the big drinkers and you're so tough. Well, they've actually added up how much he will consume. So like in the US, American families generally put out cookies and milk, whereas the Brits leave out glasses of alcohol. Now in Australia, we leave bloody my dad, Santa, we used to leave Santa a long neck of beer.
That's smart. That's smart.
Not a stubby, a friggin' long neck. So, in Australia, I think the Australian figures would smash even the European ones out the window. But he next...
Our alcohol is weaker, though.
Not necessarily.
Oh, yeah, by large.
I got given 30% current gin for Christmas. But, yeah, so whiskey's the most popular drink in the UK.
Nice. Yep.
And just over 500,000 glasses of whiskey, then 436,000 and a bit beers, just under 300,000 sherries, 220,000 glasses of wine, and 216,000 sips of brandy.
There's not a lot of people that leave alcohol out for Christmas.
There's also 114,000 rums, 83,000 mulled wines, 57,000 ports. And also, he even has 61,000 champagnes, bubblies.
I thought they had a bigger population than us, Tori.
Yeah, I know. But that is what they've calculated. And look at all those happy Santas getting shit-faced in the pub.
They do. They have a population of 55 million.
Yeah,
double
so
outs.
has someone added all of this up?
People.
Now, look, the reason why is in the survey, 90% of parents that have kids under the age of 12, they don't leave grog out for Santa. So that explains why there's a chunk missing.
Rude.
Yeah. So the demand for low and no alcohol drinks, it's nearly 46% of the population. If you've got little kids,
do all the work, Santa, but don't get any reward for it. Yeah, that's nice. Good on
I know, but we were teeny when we left out long necks for Santa. Santa, but a full long neck of beer. Humanimal's dad's left beer out for the Garbos. Screw Santa. I love you, Dad. Yeah, fair call. I actually wheeled my bins out today, and my Christmas bins are the heaviest bins of the year. But my neighbours had a party last night, and they had 2 recycling bins when they were pouring all the tubs of empty bottles into it this afternoon. It was
clanging.
It was like a symphony.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a really
very audible.
And there's quite a unique sound in Australia because I can't remember. I think it might be Jeff Green, but there's an English comedian who now lives in Australia, but one of the first things he loved about Australia was the sound of all the wine bottles being dumped in the recycling bins on bin night.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you go. Santa definitely still drank more than I did on Christmas Day. Thank God. I don't know. I wouldn't cope with a hangover like that.
Oh, wow.
So there you have it. Santa Boozer.
It's way less than what I thought it would be, though. Like, that's
yeah, it's all of the families, like the kids
small.
under the age of 12.
Oh
my God! I just read the headline from your story. Moving right along. Here's some Christmas cheer.
So, a pit bull defended himself over Christmas. So, a douchebag family tried to put a Christmas sweater on him. Rude.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do that to any animals. Anyone who does,
humiliate
you're
the
a piece of
floof.
shit. Yeah. So anyway, they've antagonized this pit bull, which are known to be friendly. And it's turned out that the pit bull didn't like wearing Christmas gear at all. So then the pit bull attacked its owners, who tried to demoralize him. And then they responded by tasering him, stabbing him, and shooting him. He survived. Thankfully.
How?
But because he's a fucking beast. But
yeah, good on him. Little nugget. Florida.
So there he is there.
Florida. This happened in Florida.
Yeah. Classic Florida. So that's the owner there, Brenda, the bitch. 52 years old. 52 years old, and she's putting a sweater on her dog.
Humiliated. Right? Well, lots of people do, let's be honest, but it's not.
Yeah, cool. And they're all pieces of shit because you don't do that to your dog. Anyway.
No.
So it's, look at the douchebag husband too. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, so the dog, there he is there being escorted away.
Yeah.
Rightfully defended himself and took him down. But they got a bit angry with that and decided to tase him, shoot him, and stab him.
Oh, my God. Their son stabbed him in the neck and head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the cops shot him with the tranquilizer dart.
Yeah, that's right.
And then used a beanbag gun and a taser. Oh, poor Papa. Hopefully he's now living somewhere where people are nice.
You would want to hope so. This did happen 2 weeks ago, so I don't know what's happened with this story. It hasn't updated. I haven't heard anything more from it, but let's hope he's been given to a nicer household.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. So,
and
moral of the story is don't be a fucking asshole to your dog. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and also
now I
look forward to stories in the new year where people put reindeer horns on the Teslas and the Teslas retaliate and run them over.
Oh, very nice.
Don't put reindeer horns on your car either.
Would they shoot the Tesla as well just to stop it?
Oh, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, they must
I've got a cute animal story now because that was an awful story. I feel so sorry for that dog. Yes.
Don't we all? Don't we all feel sorry for that dog? He's just trying to enjoy Christmas, get a big bone or something. But no, its owners want to be bloody douchebags. I'll tell you what, Tori.
We've only got Humanimal watching and she's traumatized. So can we do my cute animal story now? It's there. I've loaded. I just can't share it. You have to.
It should already be at it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So this is a cute one. This family got the Christmas tree as you do, and this little baby. Oh wait, there is a little video. This little baby owl had been living in it for 4 days. Oh look!
Oh, look at that! Nice.
It's so cute. This family.
So they just threw it outside.
In Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, they pick their own tree and bring it home. And this year, it had been 4 days in the house, put it in the living room and decorated. And then they discovered this little baby owl. Unfortunately, it's a happy ending because they had 3 dogs. That owl could have been a nice little snack. For the dogs. But yeah, he was plugging in a piece of equipment and the tree started swaying and then he spotted the little baby owl. Isn't he cute? And he's just having a little snooze. There he is.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty evil looking owl.
Oh, no, he's only a puppy. Look, he little.
No, look at the photo underneath. That's an evil looking owl.
I know. But is that the same owl? It must be.
It's almost like it's got horns. Well, it's a Christmas tree in the background.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
Wall.
Yeah.
Hoot, hoot. Anyway, it took them a while to find him. But yeah, for 4 days, the little owl had been living in their house. Unfortunately, it didn't get devoured by one of the family dogs. But you're right. He's looking at you, Finn.
Jesus. Yeah, I'd keep him as a pet for sure.
You'd keep him. I'd want to keep him as a pet too.
Are you allowed to keep owls in Australia?
Animal always gets so distressed. Look, she's gone dehydrated owls, separated from parents. It's okay. The little owl's gone back.
Yeah, they threw it in the backyard, so it's fine.
It's probably been eaten by that bloody staffy from. I mean, the dog, the pit bull from Florida, probably was sitting in the backyard. Like, delicious. They are the best human animal, but I love how you get emotional even about little stories like that. It had a good ending. But yeah, that's of all the ornaments, Christmas ornaments you can have in your tree, a live owl is pretty impressive. I reckon.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but the evil people who run the world, they're trying to downsize the story. I think we might have had one or two stories about them trying to feed us bugs and live in smaller apartments and own nothing and be happy. But anyway, that's escalating along. So now we've got this story here. Prepare for this one, Tori. You'll be loving this.
Downsizing to the extreme. Pasadena's newest.
Oh, that's on a bit of a fast forward there. Let me just fix that.
Affordable housing option is offering micro unit apartments, less than 300 square feet, in fact. Housing affordable for everyone.
This is Armina Asif Saviri's new home.
My bathroom.
The 37-year-old still settling into her new small space.
And right here is my closet.
The Pasadena Studios, Pasadena's newest affordable housing option, is only one-person max occupancy with about 250 square feet of living space per unit.
Kitchen?
Between rent, paying bills, and helping support her family financially.
I'll just pause it there so we don't get struck. But Jesus Christ, Tori. Jesus Christ. It's like a Japanese house, but in America.
Yeah.
It's dismal. Absolutely dismal. It gets worse.
Asif Azari works 3 jobs.
Well, it's kind of, it's tiny home. Yeah, 3 jobs.
Azari works 3 jobs.
It's 3 jobs to be able to afford that.
Yeah. I know, that's fucked, isn't it?
How good is Biden's America? It's fucking beautiful.
It's just crazy. You gotta have several jobs to live in a 1-bedroom place.
According to apartments.com, in November, the average rent in Pasadena is $2,200 a month. Tenants accept
$2,200 American dollars a month. Tori.
Insane. Fire out.
You fuck the country. Biden fucked them.
To live here, earn max $53,000 a year.
Income level will determine your rent. So at 30% of area median income, you're basically paying $700 in rent.
There are 180 units in this apartment complex, and along with the unit that you're leasing, you're also getting a ton of facilities here as well.
The city of Pasadena helped to create an entitlement pathway so that we could create a higher density product.
What a gym. What a beautiful gym. Did you see how big that gym was, Tori?
So that we could create a higher...
Look at that. It's got everything you need.
Density product.
I don't mind it right now.
And here's her bedroom.
At a time.
We get to see her bedroom now.
The change and get me on my feet and get me going into whatever my next chapter will be.
So the bedroom is in the apartment. It is fucked. And it doesn't even really show up. You can kind of see it in the background there.
And she's got an air conditioner.
That should be double.
See, I don't know. It's funny
because,
my God. I mean, in a way, I'm all about van life, and vans are smaller than that, and we make do with all of our tiny little things that we pull down and sleep on and stuff. I reckon I could live like that if I was young and that was the only option I had to own my own little place. I'd do it.
Do you think people doing van life work 3 jobs to pay for the van, Tori?
No.
Usually no.
That's the difference.
Usually no.
Yeah.
Usually,
but they've got the laundry and stuff. They've got all the other facilities, and most people really, their homes. I mean, I suppose because I spend a lot of time traveling for work too, and I've stayed in so many little motel rooms and stuff. And really, at home, you just need to be able to make a cuppa, sleep somewhere, and have a shower. If you can do those things, you're fine.
Yeah, most people like their homes to be homey feeling and just be able to have that.
I could judge that little place to make it cozy. But it is a sign. I mean, to be working 3 jobs to be able to live like that, it just shows how brutal that economy is, because I mean, there are a lot of people that wouldn't even be able to. Well, they probably could get 3 jobs, but they probably wouldn't do some of the jobs they could get. That's often the issue too, isn't it?
Yeah, it
But,
seems.
yeah.
Anyway, America's in the
But
decline.
no,
So
it's 1984. Have you read
Animal Farm?
Have you read Orwell's 84 as well? 1984.
No, what's that about? Is that a clock?
Oh man, you've got to read it. It's my favorite book ever.
Yeah,
but don't you?
A Brave New World is way more accurate, though. I reckon Brave New World.
But when you just saw that little apartment, isn't that how you picture their accommodation in 1984? Totally.
It's pretty
Except
similar to the way the movie depicted it too, except there's a bit more grey in the movie.
And the big TV screen on the wall.
Well, I think you still have the big screen because it's a phone that's held this far away from your face.
But yeah, wow. So you couldn't live in something like, I mean, that's a bit not dissimilar to some places you've experienced too in your lifetime. The tiny room.
But that's kind of for work, and it's not a home.
So it's not permanent. Yes.
Yeah. And I have something to look forward to when I get home, because I get to go home
and have space.
Also, I'm not working 3 jobs to pay for that. It's actually included in my pay.
Correct.
So I get it for free.
Yeah.
Whereas I keep paying my house back home, which is way better. I would not be working 3 jobs for that. I can tell you that right now, Tori.
I think for them though, that generation, they don't have a lot of choice in America, sadly.
That is the case, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Who loves an erect Christmas tree with an owl in it? Everybody. But how do you keep your tree nice and perky, Finn? You give it Viagra. If you want a massive erection, give your Christmas tree Viagra. Yep.
What's the fuck?
There's been a study conducted, because, why not? And putting Viagra in a Christmas tree's water supply keeps its branches erect for longer. So it has a similar effect to what it does to the human male's penis, essentially.
Well,
but experts in Denmark, they wanted to see.
Didn't even hear my joke, but that's all right.
Well, I'm sorry, because I was trying to be quick because we talked about running through it. But anyway, this
study
was done in.
Give wood.
It does give big wood and long wood for a longer period of time as well. But yeah, it'll stop the branches from drooping. So if anyone's watching and your Christmas tree gave you the shits this year because it got a little bit floppy, just chuck a couple of blue pills in its water and ka-ching, she'll be erect till the 12 days of Christmas are over.
How long is it acceptable to have the Christmas tree up for, Tori?
Well, that's what, the 12 days of Christmas, it's actually, it starts from Christmas Day and it goes on. So it's the 6th of January that you bring everything down. That's 12 days after Christmas.
The Boxing Day, would Boxing Day be appropriate to take the Christmas tree down?
Look, I did actually take I've still got a little Christmas lights just over here, but I did, and my little Christmas tree, which is a metal spring about this big. But I did take my decoration off my front porch when I got home tonight. I was like, I'm already over you.
Yeah, I took mine down the day after. I was pretty over it already.
Well,
Like next day, all good.
My fairy lights aren't really Christmas themed. They're just wooden beads that happen to have lights scattered through them. So they may stay up all year round. I don't know yet. You'll never get it down exactly, Humanimal.
Be up till April. Good on you.
I can't believe poor Humanimal's going to have to choose the winner of this. I thought we might have had someone else join us by now. Anyone watching us over there on X, why aren't you saying g'day, Groovers? Well, we fed a lie that you would say hello.
Yeah, maybe they can't. Who knows? Who knows how X works these days?
StreamYard claims it works a treat, so we'll find out eventually who's...
we will indeed. Oh,
wow.
So, phone's off, please, Tori. We're trying to do a show here.
It's an alarm. Boner tree. That's the secret. What have you got next, Finn?
So I don't know if you know this, but the old ex-president, they tried impeaching him. I don't know if you heard about this, but it turns out now that Biden might be getting impeached under the same rules that they tried to impeach old Trumpy Trump half under. So let's have a quick watch of this one, Tori. And it seems that they're not too pleased about it. They're pretty upset.
You guys don't call an impeachment vote in the next few months. They're going to say, wait a minute, that's it. I mean, haven't you put them over the barrel a little bit if you, in fact, do not have a vote to impeach the president of the United States in a couple of months?
Chad, we're following the Constitution, and I've made this very clear. Remember, my background is constitutional law. I served on the impeachment defense team twice under President Trump. We developed, unfortunately, Elisa and I, an expertise in this area. This is not something they really covered in law school. What you know about impeachment, if you look at the Constitution, is it's a heavy authority that's given to the House, specifically to the House. That's where the power lies. And next to the declaration of war, you've all heard me say many times, I think it may be the heaviest power that we have. It's very, very serious business. It has to be conducted in that way. The impeachment inquiry is necessary now, as Whip Emmer just explained, because we've come to this impasse where following the facts where they lead is hitting a stone wall because the White House is impeding that investigation.
So the White House is actively impeding the investigation for the impeachment of the current president. Who would have fucking guessed it, Tori?
White House is impeding that investigation now. They're not allowing witnesses to come forward and thousands of pages of documents.
Not allowing witnesses to come forward. Now, is that witness tampering, Tori? Would that fall under that, or?
Yes, and also I think destroying
would that be
evidence.
Illegal? Yeah, that would be quite illegal, would it not? Yes.
Yes.
So we have no choice. To fulfill our constitutional responsibility, we have to take the next step. We're not making a political decision. It's not. It's a legal decision. So people have feelings about it one way or the other. We can't prejudge the outcome. The Constitution does not permit us to do so. We have to follow the truth where it takes us. And that is exactly what we're going to do.
Oh my, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
So
that woman in the background,
the turn tables.
How the turn tables, and the woman in the background, they're like just look stoic and stern and unmoved the whole time.
You can tell they're both lawyers. Yeah, they're both very, very much lawyers.
And what a toss it to even have to mention that. Like, just I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it did kind of give validity to what he was saying though, because it's like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty serious. To the point where we're trying to follow the law and the White House is not allowing us to follow the law.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I guess since I'm no longer a lawyer, since I resigned, well, at least I'm not at the moment and hopefully won't ever be again. But I think you just comment and you don't need to brag about your degree, man.
Well, it does help to know where he's coming from, you know. He's not just Joe Blow off the street, you know.
Who gets horny in the festive season? Who gets horny? No, that was the last story.
Deers. Do deers have horns?
Deers get horny? Well, I guess so. Yes, you're playing very innocent. But it makes a lot of people, the festive season and especially New Year's Eve coming up as well, people do get a tad frisky. So this is a little warning for you, Finn, and I thought might as well have a story just because I know it's your favourite subject. But there is a significant increased risk of penile fractures over Christmas. Doctors are warning. They get a lot of hospital admissions. They're not concerned about COVID. They're more concerned about people with fractured doodles.
Is anyone in the world worried about COVID anymore? Is that still a thing people are concerned about?
I don't know. But yeah, lots of embarrassing injuries. I don't know what they say in the bedroom. Why does everyone go in the bedroom? Bedrooms are where you sleep, for goodness. People are doing it wrong. That's where you go to sleep at the end of the day. You want hard surfaces and open space ones. Anyway, this story below contains descriptions of sexual injuries. Brace yourselves. Penile fractures are considered a medical emergency. They're often heralded by an audible crack followed by severe pain, according to some urologists at the Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich in Germany. Anything that causes a forceful bending of the erect penis. This is hurting me and I don't have a penis.
Imagine how I feel, Tori.
I am. A forceful bending of the erect penis during aggressive sexual intercourse featuring unusual sexual positions. For example, the reverse cowgirl. Is that unusual? Really? Like, seriously?
That's very common. That's very common.
I wouldn't have called that unusual. I hear people talking about sexual positions now, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? It sounds horrific. But anyway, there's also, after that, you lose your boner. Well, fair enough too. Your dick snapped in half. And then
Be quite
you
painful.
get swelling and bruising, yes. But yeah, the figures spike.
Well, it's
quite
already
significantly over the festive season. If every day was like Christmas, 43% more penile fractures would have occurred in Germany from 2005 onwards. Yeah, so apparently New Year's Eve, not as wild a celebration in Germany. It's Christmas where they get to see the most dick injuries. And yeah, the average age for penile fractures among men is the meaning of life, 42.
Wow.
So the meaning of life, we've finally worked it out. The meaning of life is getting a penile fracture on your 42nd birthday if your birthday is near Christmas.
I don't know if it's the meaning of life. It's just the ultimate question, isn't it?
I thought it was the answer to the ultimate question.
Yeah, but the ultimate question is the question. It's not what's the meaning of life. The meaning of life.
But it's pitched as a suitable answer because one cannot give
42,
any answer.
Yeah. Well, you'd need a computer the size of Earth to come up with some sort of question that would.
Look, I mean, I apologize to Douglas Adams for a flippant one-liner that was meant to generate a tiny bit of mirth, not a full-on analysis of the book. But yes, so look out, dudes. Don't be too frisky and do the reverse cowboy. Leave that till Easter. You'll be fine.
I feel like people might just need more practice then throughout the year. So maybe have more sex throughout the year, guys. Up those numbers. That way,
maybe
you know what you're doing when Christmas comes around.
Do some doodle strengthening exercises too, you know.
Or just get someone who knows how to do the reverse cowgirl properly. Fucking hell. That's out of control. That is a lot of injuries. That is.
I saw these
what are you doing wrong? What are you guys
all
doing in Germany? Holy fuck. What the fuck?
I know, but the audible crack. Yeah, that would be awful. And then you're like, oh, I'm fucked. Fucked.
Yeah, that is not a sound.
Crack. Once you hear that crack, you never go back.
Close, close to it.
How do they treat it? Do they stick your dick in a
broken penis
splint?
It's a good question.
Exactly, him animal. If we have to do our pelvic floor exercises, you guys can do some bendy stuff.
Penile exercises.
Oh, dear.
What do we got? Oh, I've got another presidential one.
Yeah,
this
He's
is pretty
still
good.
alive?
So I don't know if you knew this, but he is in some form still kicking around. Now, people have
It's
mentioned
weekend
that he
at
might be a
Bernie's
clone.
now. Yeah, it's weekend at Bernie's, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to entertain the theory that it might just be an AI, just like those deep fake videos coming forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that's what's going on. But anyway, so I don't know if you knew this, but he's been very pro climate change and trying to get oil companies to stop selling oil and whatnot. I don't know if you knew this. I think it's been.
Well, that's what he pitched during his campaign.
So anyway, the oil companies are now getting some sort of subsidy, and they're starting to turn quite a bit of profit. So now they're keeping that money that they're making. And Biden comes out and he decides to tell them, stop doing that, open more wells, do more oil drilling, and that way you can lower the price even more. So stop upping your price, stop keeping your price the same, lower your prices. And so, hard to believe, but the oil companies, thinking that he's going to shut them down, have decided just to keep the money and keep it as profit and not open up any more wells. And when questioned about it, what's her name? Pierre? What's the Pierre lady?
Oh no, she's back.
Yeah, she had no idea that Biden's trying to shut down the oil companies, which is very concerning because that is her entire job, to be the spokesperson for the president. So it's very concerning that she doesn't know that he's said this on many occasions. But anyway, let's have a listen.
My message to American energy companies is this. You should not be using your profits to buy back stock or for dividends. Not now. Not while a war is raging. You should be using these record-breaking profits to increase production and refining.
So you're asking oil companies to further lower gas prices. What makes you think that they are going to listen to an administration that is ultimately trying to put them out of business?
How is the administration trying to put them out of business?
Didn't you get the memo?
Yeah. How does she not know that? She genuinely looks concerned by that.
To put them out of business. The administration trying to put them out of business.
Didn't you get
the administration trying to put them out of business?
She looks genuinely concerned about
Doesn't
it.
know
Like, she
if it-
doesn't
yeah.
understand that's what the entire thing that he ran on was one of the main points. Like, how does she not know that? And that's her job.
Didn't you
to
get
know
the
that.
memo?
So there's a couple of news articles about him saying this. Yeah.
I guarantee we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate.
You might want to hold off.
Let's get excited when we see Heisenberg. Unbelievable.
So you're asking oil companies to further lower gas prices. What makes you think that they are going to listen to an administration that is ultimately trying to put them out of business?
How is the administration trying to put them out of business?
It's very odd. It's very odd that she has no comprehension of that's one of his main points. Very strange. I don't.
Yeah.
She can't. Like, I get that she's quite retarded, or R-word, sorry, but there's a certain level of information you have to know to be in that job, and knowing what your administration wants to do with its power, that should be a pretty big thing to know if you're in that job.
Yeah,
but she
and she
seems
didn't.
completely oblivious to it.
Yeah,
So
and
either
almost
she is a
accusing
complete
them of
utter
making
brainless moron, or I don't know what else the other answer is.
There is no other answer because she's looking at them almost with contempt. How dare you suggest something like that? Which just makes it even weirder. All right.
Very open truth. Anyway,
we've had our 8 stories. What do you reckon? How's Humanimal
We have.
doing? Are we gonna?
yeah,
are we gonna
Humanimal,
wrap
would you
it?
like some more stories? We could probably do
It's
one
gonna
or
make
two
it
more.
hard.
if you
It's
like.
going to make it harder. Well, I mean, I'm happy to do one more each.
We could do one more. Oh well, let
Yeah.
me pick one. Let me pick one.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm up next anyway, so you can.
Oh, I've
choose
got a
yours, but-
penis story I can add for you, Tori.
Oh,
I will
well, see,
have to
I've-
search it up though. So if you
My-
want to do your story, and I'll.
My last story is to make up for that penis story because I can't leave the girls out. I mean, there's not really a lot to this story except the headline. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. But one for the girls, if you could share it.
Yeah, I will. I've just got multiple screens here open.
Yeah.
There we go. Is that the
In
one?
Tennessee, police have removed a huge beaver from inside a hospital.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
God, I'm sorry. I'm 12. I don't know what else to say. I mean, basically, if the mind boggles, what sort of beaver do you think it was that was removed from the hospital, Finn? Was it attached to a woman or?
I mean, it's very possible.
Four-legged. All right. Okay. Trigger warning, everyone. I'm about to show you the huge beaver. Here he is. Sorry, he's not the huge beaver. Why would this scroll? There he is.
Jesus, that is a big beaver, Tori. Look at the size of it.
It's a massive beaver.
To our audio-only listeners, Tori has displayed a photo full screen of a beaver taking up the entire screen. And so we now have a massive beaver on the screen. So there you go. All of our
I just go straight to that Flying High movies. And what was his name? Nielsen with Priscilla Presley. Nice beaver. Thank you. I had it stuffed yesterday. Remember that movie?
Yeah, hands it down. Yeah, when he's looking right up at his skirt. Oh, nice beaver.
Thank you. And then she hands it.
Yeah,
Thank you. I had it stuffed yesterday. Don't call me Shirley. Oh my God. But anyway, so there.
Shirley, you can't be serious.
There. Don't call me Shirley. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Yeah, but there you have it. That's one gigantic beaver. That's fucking cute, actually. I think it's gorgeous. Look at him. I like a little beaver as a pet.
I've seen some nicer looking beavers, so I'll tell you that right now.
You've seen some nice looking beavers. It's trimmed. It's trimmed. It's not unkempt. I can't see any
Tori, come on now.
patch of matted thatch. Oh my God, what else can I tell you about it? Yeah, Team Animals comment that the exclamation quotes around huge.
Yeah.
Beaver. It wandered into the hospital.
Yeah, does it explain how it got in there?
Yes, yeah, it wandered into the hospital and took shelter under a piano. It was just going in there to belt out a few numbers, for God's sake. But anyway, the workers at the hospital had to call the police to help because they didn't know what the fuck to do with it, which is weird because they'd seen more beavers than most people. Anyway,
Is this? Oh yeah, Tennessee, yeah, classic.
The cops rock up to the St. Francis Hospital on Christmas Day, and where the staff had spotted the huge beaver wandering around the side. Can you read the rest? I can't.
Police wrote the beaver was, and I'm quoting here, probably looking to nom nom on a Christmas tree. Now the police wrote that. Is that what that's
nom
saying?
nom. Yeah, probably looking to eat the tree. What? Had Viagra. I know, isn't that ridiculous? I mean, I think they did on their Facebook page to be funny.
The police wrote, probably looking to nom nom on a Christmas tree.
You're like chow down on, like nom nom.
I know what it means. I've just never heard of a police officer saying that or thinking they would ever say that phrase.
I've just opened it. It's it's put. Oh, come on, hey, oh shit! Wait a minute, I've just opened up their Facebook page. Hang on, I'll stop this.
Oh wow, welcome. Yep. So what? You're just in time for the end of the show.
Okay, so have a look at this. So this is the Bartlett Police Department, right? And so they've actually just put hang on, where have I gone? Things you don't want under your Christmas tree, on your tree on Christmas morning. At 6:45 this morning, we received a call about a beaver loose inside of St. Francis. Officer Reed made sure the beaver found a good home. But then when you go down into the comments, they put additional beaver pics. And then this one, additional beaver pics, nom, 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 piano legs.
What?
So,
what the fuck?
It's got in there to chew on the
actual police department wrote that.
Oh, it's a comment on their Facebook page. Come on.
By them.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Chelsea Chandler's freaking on there. But anyway, yeah, so the giant beaver was removed. There he is, one more time. There's the giant beaver.
That is proper next level. Wow.
Hey, look, you know you were talking about that owl looking mean. Check out the beaver's eye.
The eye does look menacing. What am I doing in this black box? Wow.
Good to have you here. Yet, so what? Just in time to see the
welcome.
Beaver.
Welcome.
I've lost it. That's it. I'm done. That's my last.
So I will give a trigger warning for my story coming up.
Better be funny. Come on. Because I've just done the giant beaver. You can't end with something serious.
It's definitely serious, but it's a very well-earned response to the incident that happened. But I will give a trigger warning the story does contain SA in it. So
No,
trigger warning.
Finn, this is not what Batshit's meant to be about.
I think you will like what happened to this person, though, Tori.
Okay, all right. If it's got a happy ending. Jesus.
Well, it has appropriate response to the situation, I would say. But here you go. I don't know if you want to read that one, Tori. Do you want? Yeah, I'll read it out. Brazilian woman, 34, cuts off her husband's penis and flushes it down the toilet after the 39-year-old bedded her 15-year-old niece. So,
yeah,
very
she's
sad
the Lorena Bobbitt of Brazil. Good on her.
Yeah,
I support her.
A round of applause. A round of applause.
Shame she didn't snap it in half as well.
But
a penile fracture.
That is brilliant. That is a brilliant response to such a
but look,
horrific event.
she's in custody and she's been charged.
Well, we should set up a GoFundMe for her so that she can get a good lawyer and get out.
Hell yeah.
That is exactly what should happen in those types of situations. Any sort of P word, that's a very adequate response to what should happen.
Bring back medieval forms of punishment, inflict actual physical pain on people, I believe. I mean, don't kill them.
Off and flushes it down the toilet.
Yeah, pee gone.
Flushes it down the toilet, Tori.
I didn't see the Bobbit porn, but I did know it was called Bobbit Uncut. Yep, so what's here? Flush it down the loo. Pee go bye-bye, and so it should.
And so it should. But I didn't know whether or not to show it because it is an SA story, but I feel like in this case, there's an appropriate ending to the story. So
yeah,
I felt like it was worth sharing.
That poor 15-year-old girl, that's absolutely awful, but good on her. And I mean, there was actually a story this week too which was a really weird one, which is if men can smell, and it sounds weird because I didn't think tears actually had an aroma, but if men smell women's tears, it actually makes them less aggressive. But I mean, the irony is that it's usually aggressive men that bring on the tears in the first place. Yeah, right. Yeah, but no,
I've
Brazilian
never heard that before.
Lorena Bobbitt.
I don't know who that is. Is that a
Lorena? You don't know Lorena Bobbitt. She was probably the first person that got a lot of publicity for cutting off her cheating husband's dick and throwing it out the window when they were driving down the highway when she was taking him to the hospital.
Jesus, right.
And I'm pretty sure with Bobbitt they found it, didn't they? And they reattached it.
Jesus.
Yep. So
were they married?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Lorena and John Bobbitt. You don't know that story.
No, I'm not in that world like you are, Tori. I don't follow those kinds of stories. I prefer happiness and joy.
Like the large beaver.
Yes,
the giant
that was
beaver.
a very joyful story.
Yeah, they did find it and reattach it. And then he went on to do porn movies. And like you said, Bobbitt Uncut.
That can't be true.
He did. He ended up making, the police went back and found it on the side of the road.
That's
they foraged. They went foraging for penis and found it.
Should we do one more story, Tori, or what do you reckon?
No, I think 10 is too many already to choose from.
Okay.
And we can save some of these little doozies for next week. But I can do a quick recap because I just think we've got 2 people in chat, Finn, so, giving them 80 choices to vote for the winner. So really quick
one of
summary.
them was only there for 2 stories.
I know. So just a quick recap. We kicked off with how much alcohol Santa drinks in one night in the UK on Christmas. The pitbull put in a Christmas sweater, retaliated, and then ended up being put through horrible things himself. Someone found themselves a Christmas tree, took it home, and 4 days later discovered a baby owl living in it. In America now, you can rent the tiniest room imaginable, but you need to have 3 jobs to even pay for it. If you want an erect Christmas tree, stick Viagra in the water. Biden facing an almost identical impeachment to Trump.
Except it seems more serious.
lots of men break their dicks in Germany at Christmas time. Go figure. The ignorance of Biden's staffer and the oil, well, I've called it the oil ignorance. Then we had the giant beaver that was on the loose in a hospital in Tennessee. And we ended with the Brazilian Lorena Bobbitt, who cut off her husband's dick and flushed it down the loo. So, without further ado,
I'm laughing at
right
what
now.
Yep, so what said. But yeah, go ahead. Vote on the names. That's a perfect way to do it. I do that sometimes.
Yeah. Biden ignorance gets a vote. So the one about the oil. Yep.
That is very shocking to me. That is you know how when you can tell people are acting or putting on a show a bit, when her eyes move like that, it seemed as if she was genuinely not on the same platform that's what's happening. Like she seemed like she wasn't actually aware.
Oh look, Humanimal's written a thesis on her vote. Even though the owl isn't batshit as such, I was going to vote for that owl sitting in that tree for 4 days. But I have to go for the hardcore queen who ensured to flush the non-reattachment. The Brazilian Bobbitt, yes. Finn, who are you going to vote for?
I was just about to say, do we vote on this one? But I feel like we have to now.
I think we have to. Because I'm going Bobbitt as well. I'm Brazilian Bobbitt.
Let's just go for Bobbitt then.
All right. So sorry about that. Yep. So what? But your story in terms of the most serious batshit story, definitely. And I think the funniest story of the night was the giant beaver.
The giant beaver was definitely the funniest by far. Although I did have a good laugh at the final story, which ended up winning. That was pretty good too.
Which one?
The final story.
Yeah. No, we had some absolute doozies. And we've also now got...
please do. Yep, so what? That would be great.
Yeah, please do. Replay crew. They do say on YouTube the first 100 subscribers are the hardest, and we have hit that milestone, or have we lost someone along the way? Or are we still sitting pretty... No, 100 subscribers, exactly.
Dead on the money.
These 91 episodes that we've done. That's a lot of episodes, and finally paying off. Look out, 2024. We're going to hit 200 subscribers by.
And how many times have we been shadow banned in that time, Tori? We've been shadow banned probably 91 times in that.
No, you're forgetting. That's actually on my old monetized channel that's continuing to go backwards.
I feel like this one has also.
I think it had.
We've
had a few things, yes, along the way, but you know, someone's got to be on YouTube speaking the truth and pointing out how ridiculous our media is, not just here in Australia, but the world over.
The whole world, the whole world's gone crazy. But I feel like if we've made it this far, Tori, we could just keep talking the amount of shit that we're talking now.
We'll have 200 subscribers by 2025.
Yeah, we could get to 200 by 5 years' time. That would be awesome.
Oh, we're getting a letter from King Charles for the 100.
The big monies.
Oh, yeah, we'll be rolling in it. But Humanimal, thank you so much for being amazing, awesome, sexy audience this evening. And yep, so what for joining us right at the end, but better late than never. For those of you on replay crew, where the fuck were you? X-Filers, not one comment. Did you see us? Did you hear us? Join in. We actually do have a really great crowd.
And we've got 4 watching on Rumble right now, Tori. We've got 4 on Rumble.
And the 4 of you on Rumble?
Zero comments on Rumble, guys.
G'day, groovers.
Huge
numbers. But then it is the season to be festive, and a lot of people are probably shit-faced right now because, you know, we are live in an Australian evening time. Finn, I hope you have a magnificent evening.
I'm going to continue drinking these, and I'll get even more shit-faced, Tori. And I'm pretty drunk now, so that's saying something.
Sunny has ended the year like I started it. I started it dislocating my knee, and guess what happened to her? She dislocated her knee. Have you ever heard of a cat dislocating a knee? Sunny did it. Went absolute, came off her anxiety meds, felt free at last. Did an hour of Zoomies on Christmas Eve, and her kneecap came out.
Yeah, you can't do Zooms for that long. That'll fuck you
Not
up.
an hour of Zooming. So yeah, this
You should
Catherine went
start
to the
calling her
vet.
David Goggins.
We've had enough vet visits. Like she used to go to the vet once a year for her annual checkup and shots. She's been there 7 times since October.
Well, the year's over, so start fresh next year.
2024, good health to Sunny Bum. And to all of you, we'll be back again when, Finn?
Maybe Wednesday next week. Is that all right for you? I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I'll just update everyone on YouTube like I usually do. They usually love it.
I think Wednesday is Wednesday New Year's Eve because there's no way I will be anywhere near YouTube on New
I thought that was
Year's Eve.
Sunday, isn't it? Isn't it Sunday?
Oh, it is Sunday. Yeah, maybe the 3rd. Let's do that perhaps.
Yeah, that'll be.
I might be sailing again that day, but we'll do it that night.
I'm back to work on the 5th, so that might work
All right,
out pretty well.
lock it in then. The 3rd of Jan.
All right, mint.
In the evening time. And
Sounds good.
Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Boxing Day.
Hey?
Happy Boxing Day.
Is that a thing? Do people do that?
I know cats do have knees, human animal. I know it surprised me too.